The main supply route got blown up outside Fallujah, and we are responsible for it, so we went out and we fixed it. But in the process of fixing this fucking road, we started getting shot at, and a couple mortars come in at us. We've been out there for 36 hours without any sleep, and we're still pouring concrete, getting close to the end, and mortar comes really close to killing us. We're out behind this big pile of asphalt, and one of my dudes is getting really nervous. He's like, "Oh, that's WB1. Fucking, this is some bullshit, man." I looked at him and I was grinning. He thought I was crazy, and I said, "Bro, if that mortar comes anywhere closer, I hope it fucking just takes us all out." He's Hispanic and he turned completely white. He says, "What the fuck? Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, if it hits that concrete we've been pouring for the last fucking day and a half, I won't kill myself." Greetings, friends, fans, followers, leaders, and true believers. My name is Josh O'Brien, and I'm here to take you on an adventure. I don't know exactly where we're going to go with this. 16 years I've been serving in the military. I've been telling jokes from time to time as a stand-up comedian. I assist with the Norfolk Admirals, the reigning Calder Cup champion, the American Hockey League. Been around the world several times, done some cool shit. By popular demand, I'm doing this. I don't know exactly where we're going to go, but go on a journey with me. Let's figure this one out. I've been asked by comedians, what's the military like? I've been asked by the military folk, what's it like to be a comedian? As much as it's different, there's a lot that's a lot alike, man. Constantly coming and going to different bases around the world. It's kind of like when you're talking about Bagram or Baghdad or Biloxi. It's funny because it reminds me a lot of people talking about the Comedy Store, the Improv, a Funny Bone in Columbus, the West Palm Beach Improv. There's a lot of things that are very parallel. That we spend a lot of time away from home. And most people aren't as wealthy as you think they are. It takes a lot of pride to do either one. Some of the greatest friends I made on both sides. It boils down to heart. Do you have a lot of heart for it? Do you stick it out? Do you stay with it? You know, is it for you? Is it not for you? If you've been in the military long enough, you're like, man, either A, fuck this, I'm done, I'm getting out, or B, I'm going to make a career out of this. Sometimes there's certain circumstances that make you stick it out on both ends, you know? I mean, it's all you know. Some people, that's all they know is how to do comedy, how to fucking serve in the military, do your job, and afraid to retrain and go into a different route. I tell you what, I wouldn't change a thing. I fucking love it, man. Some of the coolest people I've met, and like I said before, are on both sides of the fence, and I just want to transition from my military life to a comedian when I retire. That's why I got 4 years and I'm done, and I'll be retired, but it takes a lot of time. In the military, you got to build up your ranks, just like as you're going up ranks. In the comedy world, it's kind of similar to that as well. It's not as structured as it would be in the military, obviously, but you got to pay your dues. You know, you got to do certain things to get yourself out there to get known. And either one, I don't care what job you have. Sometimes you know somebody. Sometimes you have an inside guy, and that inside guy or gal, they fucking hook you up. You know, sometimes you can just suck dick. I'm just saying that as a joke, kind of. tongue-in-cheek, not dick-in-cheek. The thing is getting out there, bust your ass, do your job, do the right thing. Stay in your fucking lane. What got me into the military, there wasn't much to do, man. I was in a boring fucking town. I know if I stayed there, I'd probably just end up in a factory. The military isn't for anybody. Although I think it's probably one of the best things that ever helped me. I went into there in 96, and here it is, 2012. Feels like yesterday I left. I left Fremont, Ohio. Fucking crazy. Some of the best friends I had growing up, I mean, they're still good friends. They're still there. They're still some of my best friends, man. But some people just didn't do shit for themselves, you know. I got to give a big shout out to some of the people that did do stuff. I got a buddy of mine, Chris Roop, owns his own comic book store. He's big time comic book person, doing all these shows everywhere, helping out Alex Ross here and there. Got another buddy of mine, Jared. He's got his own tattoo shop in town. Poor bastard got burned up fire, and then lost a lot of fucking mobility. Got it back. Good on him. God bless him. If you're atheist, science bless him. Went there, went to California. From California, went to Okinawa, Japan, caught up with the battalion there. But like I was saying, man, it's funny because going to Okinawa, and we stayed on this Camp Shields. Now, I don't know every single CB in the Navy, but I know every single CB in the Navy has heard of Camp Shields. And that Camp Shields would be like the Comedy Store. Every comedian's heard of the Comedy Store. You know, not everybody's done anything in it. But when you talk about Camp Shields, you can talk about the Crow's Nest, the bar that's on there, the club, how it's changed around a little bit here and there, and what's changed around the base and stuff like that. It's a lot like saying the Comedy Store is a comic, and if you've been there, you're like, yeah, I remember when the main room was like this and the original room was like that, and then it's like I remember when you could go drinking all night as much as you wanted to outside Gate 2, BC Street, Kadena, outside the base, and now it's a 12 o'clock curfew. That's fucking crazy. You go on a deployment, 12 o'clock curfew? People fucked up that much in a place for them to say you can't hang out past midnight. They used to get so fucking trashed out there and had such a blast, man. They had these little buy me drinky girls. Now, if you don't know about buy me drinky girls in fucking Okinawa, so what happens is you're just minding your own business, looking for another place to drink some beers with your friends, you want to get fucked up, and you're just walking down the street, and next thing you know, you got, hey, yo, come on in here. So you got some girl grabbing your arm, saying, come on in, and trying to pull you inside of their little bar. And then you get in your bar, and then they come up and they sit down next to you, and they're all so nice. And the funny thing is, though, is I've always seen through it. Most of them, I'll say half the people I know have seen through it. It's kind of like when you're on the road for a long time. You're fucking just worn down. You crave emotional friend. I don't know how to say it. The codependency started kicking in, and the other half isn't there, and you need somebody to fucking spend some time with, and you're lonely. Your girlfriend, your wife, your best friend, your favorite transvestite, whatever it is no longer around you. So you're alone, and you need this fucking person to share emotions with. A lot of people, when they get hammered, they have a lot of emotions to share with, but the person you're sharing emotions with really just wants to share your money with them. And this bitch will sit down and she'll fucking get a little thimble of water, or maybe a shot glass of water, and that's a drink that you're buying her. It's 10, 20, whatever, fucking however lonely it is, that's the price. You're fucking super lonely, price went up, motherfucker. You know, it's crazy. And that's what happens. And you buy me drinky. Buy me drinky. And they're attractive little ladies, and some of them look like fucking piranhas with vaginas. It's fucking nuts. And they'll sit down with you, and they'll just listen to your fucking stories and shit like that. And you'll watch this table, and this poor little pathetic bastard, 19 years old, never had his dick sucked, and he's a million miles away from home, and it's the first time he's ever had a female actually show interest to him. And he thinks it's fucking legit. This is the stripper that he believes in. This is the one that he fucking thinks is telling the truth. But what happens is, this motherfucker is going to sit there, he's going to get up, he's going to go to the bathroom, and the second he gets up, he's out of the room. The girl watches him go into the bathroom. She grabs his jacket. She's running her hands inside the pockets, trying to see if there's any change, maybe any cigarettes, maybe a fucking lighter, maybe just some stupid token trophy to make herself feel better. And I can't blame her. There's other reasons. these girls, some of these girls were from the fucking Philippines, and they got kidnapped from the villages, and they just got thrown on boats and taken over here, and it was like, and their families are indentured servants. So basically, by buying a drink, you're paying for a fucking slave. Poor girl. Poor guy. Fucking people and loneliness. Shit does funny things to you. At the end of the day, this motherfucker, he's going to sit here, he's going to pay all this money for this girl, and they're going to have this connection, right? And she's going to be something to him, and she wants to go to the United States. In the back of her head, she's got a fucking jackpot going ding, 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 ding. And what's in there is a green card, and a passport. He's seeing 3 hearts, she's seeing 3 passports. Jackpot, motherfucker. So that lonely dude I was talking about, 19 years old, first blowjob he's ever got was from this girl. He marries her. It's kind of crazy. So the Buy Me Drinky girl, they get married, and they're living in base housing, and next thing you know, he deploys, he's gone, he's alone, she's back there, and it's not just him, he's not the only one that fell into this little Buy Me Drinky girl fucking relationship. What happens is, she runs into another girl that was in an Asian Buy Me Drinky establishment, and guess what? They become best friends. Hubbies are gone. They need some extra cash, because Johnny fucking non-rate, little E3, isn't making enough money to suit their fucking necessities. They were born on a hustle. They've been living a hustle forever. Born by a hustle, live by a hustle, die by that motherfucker, right? Well, guess what happens? Wrong guess. A prostitution ring breaks out in fucking base housing. Next thing you know, you got this going on in housing. It's sad. Does it happen often? Fuck no. Does it happen every once in a long while? Yeah. Is it always going to be like that? Most likely. And it's just sad, but that's the Buy Me Drinky girl story that I have for you today. I don't know how I went down that road, but it's fucking nuts. And that's just a good example. Loneliness on the road and bad decisions. That's another parallel between being a comedian and being in the military. Be good to each other, be good to yourself. And sincerity. Tell people that you care, that are important to you. I want to say something to a couple people that are awesome in my book. I want to say thank you to Don Barris, is the warm-up guy for Jimmy Kimmel Live, and also one of the house MCs at the world-famous Comedy Store in West Hollywood. I wouldn't be in comedy right now if it wasn't for that guy. I was in a very dark time, and I just happened to go see the Jimmy Kimmel Live show. And when I was at the Jimmy Kimmel Live show, it was awesome because I just seen a guy who was basically like a PG comic. Clean, hilarious comedy. And then, hey, come on down to the Comedy Store. So I go to the Comedy Store, the complete opposite. He took the room to the darkest depth of comedy that you could possibly go in. And it was awesome. So if you get a chance, go to see the Kimmel show and then go to the Comedy Store directly after that. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Maybe go to In-N-Out because I fucking miss that food. And go to the Comedy Store. Don is the man. Next, I want to say thank you to Pete Van Zandt, the athletic trainer for the Detroit Red Wings. A few years back, Paul Boyer, the equipment manager, hands me a puck, says thanks for my service. I was in my dress whites. A couple minutes later, Pete comes out. I'll just say he helped me get a couple autographs. Since then, I've been calling the Detroit Red Wings locker room, shooting the shit with him, and that's been going on for years. And what a great guy. And also, three's the magic number. We'll limit it to that. Steve Simone, who's also a comedian, awesome guy. He goes and he sees the troops. He loves the military, man. He really does care. He is probably one of the most genuine human beings I've ever met. And I'm serious. I've met a lot of people. Don Barris, Pete Van Zandt, Steve Simone. God bless you. If you're an atheist, science bless you, whatever. But thanks a lot, man. You guys keep kicking ass. Word up. I don't know how the fuck to end these things.
for liquor.